Morning traders, Paul here with GammaEdge. Today is Wednesday, the 21st of September. Let's get started. Pause your players here, read to the bottom. If you agree, hit that play button. Summary for today, market model has turned bearish across the board. We have the FOMC. Watch for reversals. We've got chop going on. It's very, very difficult to trade in this. We don't have really any directionality. We're observing significant expectation of volatility. We've got a significant increase there, 4.97. Want to pay attention to that. We closed two strikes below the SPX transition at 38.55. We were calling for 38.50 to 39.50 yesterday. We dropped lower than that intraday, which is expected because during the day we don't have constant dealer hedging going on. We are thinking that today's end-of-day transition is pretty ill-defined and loose, but it is suggestive of this 38.50 to 39.30 range, a little bit lower. We've got significant uncertainty in that, though, just because the range is just really poorly defined. Note the expected move projections are off the displayed page in the PVI charts. We're more than we can display in one grab. So almost 5%. Now this is a conservative range if you're a premium seller. A lot of us are, and hence we take the more conservative values. And it's a very aggressive range if you're a debit trader. We know that this range probably doesn't give you any selling premium up above or below those ranges. We're fully aware of that, and there's a reason for that. So don't go looking for a premium if you can't get it, right? If you trade within this range, know that you may get taken out on your short strikes. Only highlighting that because when the range expands like this, volatility expands, and while your crystal ball is as good as ours, when we know that volatility is expanding, we know that that is the opportunity to actually go sell something, but at the range boundaries, not in the midpoint. 4,300, 3,800 remain the key levels. 4,000, 4,005 we think is still the end of month target. It has not changed. JPM is sitting up there. We did see overnight some evidence of long calls going in at 4,005, which is going to lower the impact of those short call deltas. So just be aware of that we may see some neutralization up there. But nevertheless, that's the read. Taking a look at the market model, the end of day evaluation here. Things are turned off. Make sure you understand what's happening here. We had an immediate reversal out of the open. I'm not a big fan of that for a continuation pattern. We obviously didn't get it, and we rejected as we crossed lower. We ended below everything, and that's why everything's turned off. But go ahead, read this. When we take a look at the levels, 3,800, 4,000, 43 is not shown, but it's also plus GEX here. This is what we're calling out, that 4.87 level. I think I said 497 on the earlier page, but you get the point. Big range, and you can see where that's projected to take us. Again, pretty aggressive range there if you're a buyer, conservative range if you're a seller. Taking a look at the 0 DTE. Basically, the entire range is shown here on the page. That's significant. We don't normally get that. We're looking at, this is where we closed, and you can see that we've got this potential at 3,900 in the 0 DTE. We've got a little bit of a pocket up here at 39.25, 39.30 that we're watching, and then above that things could get interesting up to 39.50. But nevertheless, we'd like to see us clear this 3,900 on the 0 DTE, and then we'd like to move higher there. So it'll be pretty important to watch what happens there and on the 1 DTE. For the 1 DTE, this is what I was talking about, pretty loose range here. You can see that 39.30 area here is fairly significant. We closed just near the bottom of tomorrow's expected range. Why that's important is that we can go back and forth here today. A lot of projected hiding places where gamma is going to be more or less neutral, although you can see as we go through some of these strikes, it's pretty apparent that things change rapidly for the dealers. Note this is fairly weak overall, and this is for Thursday. So the key takeaway that I think everyone should be aware of is that the 39.25, 39.30 area could be a stalling area. If we do head down today, you can see that there's a lot of put gamma for tomorrow. I'm not anticipating we're going to go down into this area. Into the close, certainly we could test all sorts of things intraday, all the way down to 3,800 and maybe even 3,875, and you'll see that here. So on the combo, which is the AM and the PM complex, 4,000 is still POI, COI. We've got the JPM sitting up here at 4,005. We've got two different calculations going on here for negative trends. Why that's important is that below a certain level, we've got nothing but put delta or put gamma, and it's fairly significant in magnitudes, and I've called those out here. As we shoot through these areas from above, we get accelerated downward, and in the Discord I described that in some detail. I would urge everyone to go look at that in the thread. As we come back up through, deltas change a dramatic amount for the dealers, and we could see some buying that will propel us off of these ranges if spot price starts moving up through here. So we want to pay attention to these. It's important, and these could become, just key boundary levels to watch here. As we move back up through that 3,900 level, watch that. Here's that 3,925, 3,930, and you can see we're fairly flat with the exception of this 3,950 up here. We're fairly flat all the way up to 4,000. There's not a lot of push up here, right? So once we make the 3,900, we'll have to wait and see, do we get the call buyers stepping in? If we get call buyers stepping in, we could see a push upwards here over the next couple of days. If we don't get the put or the call buyers in, then I think things get pretty dicey. So pay attention to the downside, look for these transition zones and for these key levels on the upside, and that should help guide what you're doing here today. So with that, I'll leave you. If you have any questions or comments or want to kick the tires, come and join us at GammaEdge.us. That'll take you to a blank sign-up page. Click on the pricing tab. That'll take you over to a Discord sign-up page, and you'll get into the Discord. All the tools turned on. A lot of great traders there. A lot of different perspectives. It's really good to hear how they're applying this stuff to their world. Follow us on Twitter, please, GammaEdges with an S, and then here on YouTube. If you like today's content, let me know by smashing that like button, and of course, subscribe so that you can be notified next time myself, Taylor, or Michael post something. So with that, have a great day, a great week. Good luck to us all with FOMC, and we'll see you next time.